She's been regarded as one of the most beautiful women in the world, and it doesn't take long to figure out why. But Aishwarya Rai has made sure she's more than just a stunning face. The Bollywood siren is one of the most highly revered figures in Indian cinema and is recognised the world over. In addition to dozens of Bollywood films, Rai has also starred in some Hollywood hits, such as Bride and Prejudice and The Pink Panther 2.
How's the case coming?
Let me bring you up to speed.
She's also part of one of India's most famous film dynasties. Her marriage to fellow film star Aishwarya Rai Bachchan captured the country's attention and turned the duo into the golden couple of Bollywood. Today, Rai is starring opposite her husband in the much-anticipated Ravan, a face admired the world over. Aishwarya Rai is your connector of the day.
She married me, man, sorry.
Well, it's a tough job, but someone has to do it. Earlier, I caught up with Aishwarya Rai. I began by asking her, first of all, about this new huge film called Ravan that she's been working on.
It conjures up the very vivid image of a demonic king who had 10 heads, and he was this villain. The other protagonists in the film are Vikram plays Dev, a police officer. So he is the keeper of the law, the so-called hero. And there is me, Ragini, who's Dev's wife in the narrative. And through my eyes, the audience goes on to see that through situations and circumstances, the so-called hero and correct human being and the so-called outlaw, you will see shades of black and white and grey in both of them. So really, who are we to judge human nature and decide who is right and who is wrong to come away with?
What did you learn from the film? So I know the director said that I want the audience to make their own decisions.
Well, learned...
Yeah, what did you learn?
I learned working in 2 languages at the same time is really tough.
And there's a good and bad there.
Snakes swim, leeches look like noodles before they suck on your blood. And it isn't easy scaling a waterfall because there's a lot of moss on the rocks.
But it looks so glamorous.
It gets really... It's
Bollywood's
not
glamorous, isn't it?
Well, a lot of Indian movies are glamorous, and this one, I guess, goes against conventional. Well, amongst many. They're not all necessarily glamorous, and especially this filmmaker, Mr. Mani Ratnam, is known to make a lot of cinema, which well, he struck this fine balance where it will be an entertainer, it will be the so-called commercial format of an Indian film, and at the same time, he brings an immense sense of realism to his narrative.
I've got some questions now from viewers. Sultan Karachi from Pakistan says that Bollywood movies don't seem to do well in foreign markets, whereas Hollywood movies do really well in India. Do you agree with him? You're in London, so I know you're going to disagree with this.
No. It's not because of this. I think people need to do a little more of their homework before these statements are made. It isn't true that Indian movies don't do well outside of India. Well, 1 in 6 is an Indian in the world population, as we put it, and put it mildly. In terms of English movies doing well in India, there are many that do well, and there are many that don't necessarily do great business at all. And I can say that for a fact, because when I have worked in, okay, yes, very few English movies, but from their perspective, I've heard first person that India is a market which is very unpredictable for them for English movies. It could do great business, or it could be just a regular centre. So it is very unpredictable.
Kira, if you could choose one Hollywood actor, actress to work with in your next film, who would it be and why?
Tough one, simply because I have never been good with these favourite questions, as in favourite film, favourite director, favourite actor. But
you're a favourite reporter now, then.
Yeah, Max.
Can we get that on film? She said yes.
That's a tough one to answer. But good work, a good script, and a great role for me is something that I always
really go
look
for the
forward
script,
to.
right?
And my role, and yeah, the entire picture.
Joseph Gonzalez, is there anything that you feel you haven't achieved in your career yet? I can't imagine there is, because you've done so much so far. But I guess, you know, you're ambitious, so there are things you still want to do.
I don't feel a sense of achievement in terms of my work so far. It's a sense of accomplishment in terms of the kind of work I've been doing, because this is what I sought to do when I started out. So it does feel good in terms of the body of work and the people I've been working with. But, you know, this is an ocean. Look at the world population. There are so many women out there I still have left to essay. So it's, as long as I have good work coming my way and I enjoy doing what I'm doing, I'm going to be here still, you know, doing what I do.
OK, you're actually a bit of a latecomer for us because we've already interviewed your husband and your father-in-law.
Oh,
you are
so you trick questions coming my way.
You are now, it's a real Bollywood dynasty now, isn't it? What's it like being part of that?
You know, this wasn't an exercise in a statement when we got married. It was just Abhishek and me. We loved each other. We got the blessings of our families, and which is great. And here we are, married today. Yes, we do recognize, and if we didn't, we're reminded on a daily basis, that yes, this is a family of very established actors and personalities on the public platform. So yes, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, Abhishek and me all belong to this world. We do what we do, and we do have an incredible amount of love and support from a very huge and vast audience out there, and thank you each moment. But having said that, really this wasn't a statement-making alliance. It was just two people getting married and very happy to be family today.
People are fascinated by you, though, aren't they?
It's kind of, people give us a sense of like we belong to this global family. And that kind of got underlined when we got married and we'd come out on different job assignments. In fact, up until recently, we didn't realize, because time's flying, that it's been our 3rd anniversary this April. And people come up to us and congratulate us like we're just married.